strongly caution, the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
With the guys from Cober Mouth. Yes, I know it's early, but they're from the UK. They're fucking hours ahead of us.
Right? It's Wednesday. Might as well be weird on Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? I don't even know what fucking day it is. I can't keep up.
I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I have no idea. I have no fucking I can't differentiate the days anymore. I could barely remember what fucking year it is. The way this works, we actually play a game with you guys because I know a lot of bands, you do interviews all the time. It's the same goddamn questions over and over and over. We don't do that shit. So you can pick a number between 1 and 61, or you can have Mojo roll the dice. You don't know what kind of question you're going to get. It could be music-based. It could be pop culture. It could be comic books. It could be movies. You have no fucking clue what the hell you're going to get. We like to let our viewers see a different side of you guys and get to know you not only on the band side but the personal side too. So
I like that. Okay, cool.
Which one of you want to start?
We're doing it one each. Shit.
You all got to answer it though. I mean,
yeah, everybody answers,
but you all got to answer.
Okay.
I reckon you hit the dice first, surely.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
The dice first. You're right. Yeah. We are going to do 61.
Oh, damn.
Beavis or Butthead? Who's who?
Oh, good one.
Damn.
I can see them both in my head.
I think you've got more of a chance
of
answering that than I have. I wasn't exposed to cable TV when I was younger.
Yeah, it wasn't a show I invested a lot of time in, but I can see them both in my head.
Can we phone a friend? Didn't your dad know?
You phone a friend, yeah.
You're like, can I call a friend, please?
Oh.
That's a random question. Oh, hey, sorry to bother you. A Beavis or Butthead? Which one is it?
Right? Which one am I? I
don't know. Are we talking which one's which, or who would we rather be?
Who, if you were Beavis or Butthead, which one would you be?
Personally, I'm going to go Beavis. Don't know why.
There you go.
Name, to be honest.
I'm so Beavis too. I get it.
You don't know why.
I'll go Butthead. Just don't know even really.
I'm going to go Butthead solidarity. Considering we don't know much of their personalities, I'm just going to go. Yeah.
I know Beavis and Butthead is like really the show that introduced me to like metal. Because I mean, I kind of listened to metal beforehand, but like it really made me dive deep into it. So anytime we get that question, I actually follow up with a question that's not on our list. If you have ever watched it, you know they used to make fun of music videos. And if you watched it at all, what was the very first music video you remember seeing on Beavis and Butthead? Because like for me, it was actually Pantera Walk. And in the same episode, I think it was White Zombie Thunder Kiss 65. I'm probably
if I could name one.
I'm probably a lot older than y'all. So.
I mean, you could probably name something in that era and it was probably on it and you'd be safe.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna say Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Oh no, that was on there.
I would have done that, right?
That takes me back.
Nah, it Smells Like Teen Spirit. They do Smells Like Teen Spirit. They must have done.
Did.
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
There you go.
Yes,
Good one. Good one.
Good save. Good. I was going to say you said Seal, and the first thing I think of is Batman.
Yeah, me too. Or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, so y'all want to pick a number? You want to roll the dice again?
24. Straight.
24. Let's see what 24 has for us today. Mystery Machine or Optimus Prime?
Optimus Prime. Mystery Machine or Optimus Prime. Whoa.
I'm gonna go Mystery Machine.
Yes. You're on the Mystery Machine bus. That's my bus right there.
You can always tell who smokes and who doesn't by what they do. I really smoke, so Corey, my ass is gonna go Optimus Prime.
Tough one.
I'm thinking about the whole part. Like, there's always food in there, right? Like, okay, great. Optimus Prime's always fighting. I don't want to fight all the time. Forget that. I'd rather kick back and chill.
I'm going Optimus Prime because when I go to Universal Studios, my favorite ride there is that fucking Transformers ride, and it is amazing.
Is it?
Yes. It is the funnest shit ever. I'm like a damn kid when I go there.
Transformers is probably my first favorite film ever, so I'm gonna have to go Optimus Prime on this one, to be fair.
Introduced the Linkin Park.
Actually, it's the films that got me into metal music as well with Linkin Park.
Linkin Park, yeah, very true. Probably one of
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
So who's got the next number? Are you rolling the dice?
How high does the numbers go?
To 61.
Okay. 32.
Good number. Are you a cold or a hot type of guy?
Definitely cold. Sleep with the room cold.
Yeah.
Could cope with cold more. I get very complainy and whingy in the hot.
I'm the same way. I get it. This guy over here, he wants to be hot all the time. No.
What? I live on a fucking island in the South. There's a reason I don't do cold. Now, I do like to sleep in the cold. That I will admit to. But outside, like working or whatever, it's got to be fucking hot as shit. Like, I need heat.
No.
Which is why I live in the fucking South, because it really doesn't get cold very often down here. So, fuck that. When you're my age and you've got arthritis and shit, cold is not your friend. It is not okay.
Yeah.
True,
you are younger than me.
Well, I can't help that.
Talking like you an old man. Like you 90 years old up in here. Okay. You guys got me all discombobulated now.
I'm definitely in agreement on the cold, to be honest.
I like the cold, but if it's like raining cold, I don't like it.
Oh, you're gonna say that's what you'd love.
Nice wet and cold is horrible. But
I like the rain too. The rain's good.
See, I don't know about rainy cold, because what if you got to be outside and you're like soaking wet and cold? That's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
They have these things called rain jackets and umbrellas.
All right,
And
all
you
right.
just go
Get all goddamn technical. All right, fuck.
technical. It's a freaking umbrella, man. There's no technical about that.
Umbrella, yeah.
But what if you don't want to carry all that bullshit?
Well, that's your own fault then.
Well, fuck me. All right, who's got the next number you want to roll?
I'll stick with the roll the dice. Yeah,
All right.
Roll the dice. Here we go. We are on 46.
great number.
All right. If you could have any mentor come and hang out with you for a day, which one would you choose?
Yoda. Wait, is it real life?
Yoda. It's whoever wants to go.
I'm a Star
Fair
Wars
enough.
addict, so I love that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a really sensible one, but nothing springs to mind other than like just someone that's killing it in the industry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like someone from Knocked Loose would be cool. Like they've had a meteoric rise. I'd love to get in on that info.
Heck yeah.
That's literally their fucking song "Blinding Faith" is like the first song I play every morning, like leaving to go to work. I fucking blare the hell out of that.
Yeah, that snare drum sounds like an overinflated basketball.
All right, how about the rest of you?
That's a tricky one. Yeah, I think similar with Adam, I'd just take someone that's absolutely killing it. Probably a drummer that's absolutely killing it. In Ali Richardson, Bleed From Within. I think he's got good crack. Solid drummer. And yeah, a good hangout that day, I reckon. So
Likes the pints.
yeah, have a few pints with it. He loves his IPAs. So,
I love my IPAs. I'm right there with you on that one.
yeah.
I'll drink them things all damn day.
Right?
All right,
Yeah.
who's next? Who's got the next number? You rolling?
We'll roll.
Roll it.
Rolling away with 62. This is the interview switch. Interview switch. Here we go. So instead of us asking you a question, you guys get to ask us a question.
Oh, okay.
Roll with us.
Okay. In maybe like 2 sentences or 3, give us like your background.
In what? And everything? Because I don't need more than 2 or 3 sentences. I'm
And music. Like, what brought you here to this music forum that we have today? Like, what started this podcast, this stream?
Oh, that's him. That's all his fault. Him all the way. He told me, "Hey, guess what? Here you go." Pow. That's what happened.
Okay, cool.
I've been in radio for a long time, which obviously being a musician is what led me into it because I wanted to be in music. It didn't matter whether I was up on a stage as a DJ or up on a stage as a musician. I just wanted in. So I got into it after a couple of years of working for different stations. I got tired of working for somebody else. And I had a bunch of friends in bigger bands that were like pushing me to go ahead and start my own shit. And I called up my manager one day, was like, "Hey, is this even feasible?" And I was on tour at the time, and we were going from West Virginia all the way to Utah. By the time I got to Utah, I had my own radio station up and running within 3 days. And it's been that way ever since. And we've been doing it. Well, the radio station's been around for like almost 6 years, but this podcast, we actually developed it and started it December of last year. So it's been almost a year, and it's been fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's, I caught one of your shows yesterday, actually. I watched the video with us in. Being all self-absorbed, I thought I'd check myself out.
Yeah, we actually came up with it because it's like, man, ever since the days of MTV has been gone, the only way you can see music videos is on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes it's hard if you guys think about it, unless you're promoting yourself on YouTube, it's kind of hard to find lesser known bands. It's hard as fuck unless you know exactly who you're looking for. There's not a way really on YouTube that you're really going to fucking find them. I mean, I've gotten pretty good at it, but there's no way. So we were like, well, let's create it. Let's play music videos, and let's do music videos from bands that are way lesser known, especially over here in the States, and get some of these bands some actual promotion and play their stuff. And everybody misses the hell out of MTV. I know I miss MTV really bad.
Yeah, they shut down Kerrang TV over here not long ago, which was very upsetting. It's like a lifelong dream to be on that. Crushed.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's absolutely fucking horrible. All right, who's got the next role or choice?
Are we back to us being interviewed now? You done with the questions?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. We'll go lucky number 13.
Number 13.
Ooh.
If you had an unlimited budget to make a music video, what kind of music video would you make?
I'd say like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, full video game of us, just GTA style, pretty much. Just fucking shit up.
That's actually
I see how Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, 100%.
Heck yeah.
It really pissed me off that you couldn't download it and play that. That would have been such a good marketing thing.
Hey, there we go. Unlimited budget. That's an add-on. You can download it and play it as
well. Yeah.
There you go. You can do whatever you want with that unlimited budget.
Yeah. That'd be one.
All right. That's a good one.
all right. How about the other two? What would you do?
I feel like I'd buy a big building somewhere and just like tear it down and have it like demolished in the video.
Oh, nice.
Cool. But us playing in front of it, maybe every time you hit the drums, a brick falls out or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've always wanted
Kind of like November Rain, but the church gets leveled.
Oh, yeah.
Drive one of them cranes with the massive destruction ball on as well. So I think that's it's a good plan.
Wrecking ball.
Yeah, wrecking ball thing.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. Please don't tell me you're going to jump on the wrecking ball and do like a whole.
They come to my mind again. To be
Miley Cyrus.
That's all that I could think of when they said wrecking ball. I could just, I don't know why, but I see him going across on the wrecking ball now because it's always hot.
Why'd you have to go there? I'm gonna have that goddamn video stuck in my head for the fucking next 2 days. Thanks.
Yeah, I've already got the chorus cycling in my head.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, what you got? What would you do?
I'd be really self-indulgent and do like stop motion animation, like Wallace and Gromit style, like something really fucking time-consuming and expensive. Like,
Okay.
I don't know whether I'd go with like plasticine or something a bit more like models or something like that. But I've always thought stop motion animation is cool. But very time-consuming.
Out of it. I mean, that takes me back to the days of MTV because Green Jelly, they had Three Little Pigs, which was stop motion animation. And then we've got a band coming on with us the day before Halloween, a band called Strange Like Me, and their new video is stop motion animation. It's actually really it's like that claymation stuff, and it's fucking dope. Like, it's really I like that idea. All right, who's up next for the next role or choice?
I'm gonna go roll.
Roll we go.
Oh, it is
46.
I think we did that one already.
Yeah, that was the mentor. So usually what I do is I'll go either up or down. After a show, what helps you wind down?
A beer.
I knew that. Wind down.
16 beers and then going up.
Myself, usually a stand of Mackies afterwards. Just put some more chilled out music on, to be honest. Blasted the metal for 30, 45 minutes, whatever that is. Chill time now, have a nice McDonald's.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice relaxation.
I'll put on like a podcast or a show or something and just have that playing through the car speakers as I drive home, have a McDonald's, just chill out. Yeah. It's usually trying to relax on the way home so that when you get home you can just sleep rather than like trying to sit in the room for 2 hours unwinding after the long drive and being amped up on stage.
Yeah, I can imagine it takes a little while to kind of unwind. I mean, think about it, all the, music that you're hearing and getting hyped up and getting everything, I'd be up until like 6 a.m.
Oh, you think that? Get on the damn stage, them hot ass goddamn fucking lights playing your little ass off for 45 minutes to an hour. You're going to be done.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm fucking fried. Like, it's literally drink a couple of beers, and I usually listen to something like Post Malone or The Weeknd, and fucking I'm like done.
Yeah, I'll get that Big Mac in me, and that's me done. To be fair, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll fucking sit down and drink an IPA or a fucking Guinness, and fucking it's over. It's done. I'm useless, worthless for the rest of the fucking night. And that's even if I make it into somewhat of the fucking night.
Yeah, really.
We ain't going there. All right, who's got the next roller choice?
Should we go roll it again?
Rolling. 42. The most uncomfortable outfit you have worn on stage.
Ooh. I'm pretty selective with what I wear anyway, just because, as Jagz has mentioned, it gets hot up there. So I'd say just the most uncomfortable I've worn is making the mistake of wearing trousers whilst I was playing on the drums. Too hot, uncomfortable. Yeah, I can't do it. Gotta be shorts. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I don't think I've ever seen a drummer wear pants.
No, it's a bad mistake. And I think I sat down and was like, what am I doing? What have I done to myself? So
I don't think I've ever seen a drummer wear pants, ever. Even if it was fucking cold as shit outside, I don't think I've ever seen a drummer wear pants.
It's not a great idea, not gonna lie.
I really didn't ever even fucking think about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, now we're on a mission. Now I'm going to go see if I can find the drummers with pants.
Yeah. I just bought a pair of trousers that are a bit too small, a bit too tight. That's about it, really.
Oh, that's not going to be fun. That's like trying to wear leather pants on stage. I've never done that, but I know people who have.
No.
And
I'd like to see Lewis do that.
I played in a band one time, and we had a female vocalist, and she had leather pants on. It took like 4 of us to help her get them off because it was so hot. Well, it was during the summer. It was like 110 degrees outside. And she was just like, and it wasn't like the real leather. It was like that fake like leather shit. So it literally like suction cup to her like skin.
Shrink wrap
like,
to the heat.
We ended up having to rip them off. Like we had to pull them out and take a box cutter and fucking slice them down the fucking leg to get these bitches off of her.
Wow.
It's like putting on a wetsuit.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Basically. Don't do it.
It's kind of acceptable to wear like shorts and stuff in our genre, so we like don't really wear like crazy stuff like fake leather. Like I guess that's more refined to like extreme rock kind of things, but
yeah,
a lot of guys are wearing like really like they wear like windbreakers and they have like their hoods up, they got caps on, and they're like wearing like long cargos, and I don't know how you do it. Like I tried to play in a jacket once and it lasted like 5 minutes. There's like a video of us playing. I bought it specifically for the gig, and then I just like end up throwing it in the second song.
Yeah, that shit's like trying to get on stage wearing a goddamn fucking trash bag over yourself.
Yeah,
not gonna be
it was
fun.
like the biggest jacket as well. It's kind of stupid. It's like really puffy, kind of bomber jacket. I've tried to play in like a sports jacket since, but still didn't work. So just wearing coats. Like that's how boring we are. It's like, oh, trousers and coats. That's our nightmare.
I did do one New Year's Eve show as Slipknot. So I wore an old Paul Gray mask and a boiler suit. And to be fair, the boiler suit was all right, nice and thin. But yeah, the mask, I'll say that was probably actually the worst.
It's rough with my band. We play in masks.
Ah, fair play.
Fucking rough. Because I mean, there's been times where I've been on a stage where like the bottom chin part of my mask is like filling with sweat. And I can fucking like dripping down my neck and all down. And it is like not fun. It's not fun at all. It might look cool, but it is not fun.
Big price to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, which goes into it. And this is a question that's off the list that we sometimes ask. How do you guys feel about like gimmicks with heavy metal bands, like stuff like Slipknot and Ghost and shit like that with the aesthetic? Do you feel like it is really a gimmick, or do you feel like it actually has a place in music and live performance?
It's difficult. It seems like there's probably like a spectrum of when it looks like a gimmick and when it isn't. Like if you take like a recent example, like Sleep Token, there was a lot of like, oh, it's just another mask wearing band. But as they kind of developed and built their like lore, if you like, around it, it kind of it became minted, if you like. It became real.
Yeah.
And as people bought into it, brings that validity. So it's kind of like Slipknot. It's like initially they were just playing in clubs wearing like gimp masks and things like that, but they kind of evolved it a bit beyond that and started putting a bit of thought beyond their mask. So I guess like it depends kind of what reasons you're doing it for. If you're just trying to cash in on a gimmick, then maybe it is gimmicky, but I don't know how the other guys feel, but I'm accepting of it when it's done well.
I think as long as either like everyone's wearing a mask or there's like a reason as to why specific people aren't wearing a mask, I think that's like if it was just like one person wearing a mask and the rest are all not wearing masks, I think that's a bit gimmicky. Because it's like one person's image, whether it's like a band image, that's what it's not.
True.
Yeah, I definitely think it depends on the band. Really, it's a time and a place. But yeah, if it's done well, I really like it. It's a performance at the end of the day. It's not just music. So yeah, I like it when there's something else going on. There's someone else to focus on, I guess. So yeah.
All right, I got you. All right, who's next with the choice or a role?
I'll go for 7. Number 7.
Number 7. Do you think artwork on albums are important, and why?
Yes, I do think it's important.
Yeah.
I think if I find a new band and their album cover doesn't sort of, I can't relate to it, or I can't see what it's meant to be, or it doesn't look like there's been much thought into it, it instantly puts preface on what I think the music's going to be. Even if I listen to the album and it's the best album I've ever heard, it will still influence, I think, how I think about the album. So yeah, I think it's good to put a lot of thought into it, I think.
Yeah, because you're trying to catch your audience. If you're walking by and you got 500 records, which one are you going to pick?
Yeah,
whichever one pops.
Yeah, and like even buying into this sort of TikTok mentality now, where everyone's it's got to be that first impression, otherwise you're binned. So it's like the album cover is essentially the first thing that people are going to discover. So yeah, I think it is quite important.
I find that as my music through Spotify and stuff now, so I often have it shuffled in my pocket, so I don't see the album anyway. It's just songs here first. I don't really get much in the way of like physical records or CDs, so I don't really get a chance to flick through and look and see the first thing,
whatever catches your eye.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that.
The music.
I know for me, it was like really big, especially as a kid, because I would go in and I would literally pick albums based off of what the fucking album cover looked like.
Yeah.
I literally would. which is how I discovered so many fucking bands. I had no idea who they were. I was just like, that's a cool ass album cover. I'm going to fucking buy it. And I go and buy it and get it home. Now, there's been a few times where it was like a badass cover and it was the worst shit I ever heard in my life. But it didn't happen very often, to be honest. I mean, that's actually how I found out about Tool. Because I can't remember what album it was, but the album cover immediately caught my eye the minute I was going in there. And to me, it's all in marketing. I mean, if you're going to have it, you've got to have something that sticks out. Now, granted, these days, physical copies, not really a big thing. A lot of people don't do it, but you can still download that shit on there and still have it attached to your singles and stuff like that. So I guess it just kind of depends on each person as far as like how they feel about that. But I'm with them. I still think it's extremely important to have it because people are going to look at it at certain spots and be like, that's just like shirts. Are you going to pick a dumbass fucking goddamn shirt to be a design for your fucking merch?
Right?
Yeah. It's all art at the end of the day, isn't it? So that's it. I feel like your album cover should represent your band in some way. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like the starting point for continuity around the release, like, and how far you take it. Like ours, for the latest release, they've got one that we hand make our albums. Here's one I fucked up. I've just got on standby. But we've got this like rap mandala on ours. I'm going to break the fourth wall.
Yes.
And we've got that around everything on our releases. We've got it on our shirts. But we didn't take it far enough. There's a band that we like called In Retrospect. And they've gone like to the max. Like they've chosen their color. They've kept it consistent. Like they all wear blue. They've got blue on their album art. They've got like an old school boombox with like a screen in the middle that's got their logo on. That's on like their music videos, their album cover. They have it live on stage with them. They've even got some like the props and everything that they had from the album cover photo as an EP actually. But like if you do covers well, like it can really bring that like extra level of realness to what people experience with your music, especially if you're consistent with it throughout like your stage and your music videos as well. So I think like for me it's definitely important, like big time, and it's something that I want to invest more into thinking about rather than just like, oh, that's a cool idea, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, so playing into that question is a question because I love to throw in little bonus questions depending on some questions because I got shit that just flies into it, and this kind of flies into that. How do you guys feel about doing concept albums? Is it something that you would ever do, and how do you feel about bands doing those?
I quite like concept albums. Just tell a story.
Yeah.
Links.
Yeah, I do. We'd kind of toyed with doing something like that. I don't know how much the other guys were aware of it, but I certainly was thinking about doing it. From a lyrical perspective, we've kind of written more like almost like orchestral songs that weren't on the EP that we just released, but we kind of decided against it for commercial reasons, and just went with a shorter EP. So I guess that's an interesting tidbit there, that the commercial impact of it changed our decision and made us rethink what we were going to do rather than just going with what we thought might work creatively and exploring that. Maybe that'll change if we get more backing and we can do more lavish things like a concept piece. But yeah, definitely not against it and have thought about it.
Okay. How about the other two? How you guys feel on that?
Yeah, I've always been interested in the idea of it. I know me and Adam have spoken before, definitely about this EP that we just released. Toyed the idea. But personally, I feel like with concept albums, it's probably mainly coming from the lyrical content, I guess, to sort of bring you through that. So I'm neither against it nor for it, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely think it's something that I want to experiment in the future for sure.
Okay, cool. All right, who's got the next role or choice?
Let's go number one.
Yeah.
Number one. If you can play any other type of music, what type of music would you play?
Oh, I love this question.
I would be it's different music, but I'd still play my style, but I'd be a hip hop drummer. So I'd be live hip hop, but I'd add a bit of a metal element into it, I think. 100%.
All right. We're going hip hop.
Yeah.
What you got?
What have you got?
I think either like indie rock or like post punk, like pop punk sort of stuff.
Okay.
Like the whole like full alternative sort of like emo punk stuff.
Okay.
Can imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny. I thought that was a compliment. I think either like I'd either go one of two ways. I'd either go minimalist and spend my time cutting up bits of tape and making bizarre loops like Steve Reich, or I would go like I'd try and go and fulfill everything that I couldn't do in college and like try and actually learn to play faster guitar and have a go at some jazz stuff, because why not? You only live once.
Jazz is good.
Okay. Fair enough. Which that got another bonus question that kind of flies right in that. If you could tour with any three bands completely outside of your genre, cannot be rock or metal at all, who would you choose?
Good question.
What do you think now?
Yeah, I feel like we've got to think about what people are like on tour as well, what you think they would be like on tour.
Yeah.
I feel like Bleed From Within are probably a good one.
Yeah, but not our genre.
It's metal, man.
Okay, I thought it could be in or out of our genre.
I would go Goo Goo Dolls.
Out. Cannot be metal
Okay.
or rock at all.
Okay.
Are the Goo Goo Dolls rock?
Sort of. Why the Goo Goo Dolls?
I just think Irish.
It sounded good.
Nothing against it. Like I even have one of his solo songs on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, what about?
Oh, that's tricky. I spend so much of my time, I've now realised, listening to rock and metal that my mind's gone blank.
Well, I mean, you want to be a rapping drummer, so what rapper would you be drumming for?
There's a British rapper called Ocean Wisdom. Don't know if you guys have heard of him. Yeah, that'd be a wicked one.
Can it be someone that's alive or dead?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'd pick Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
I'd just love to be in the environment with Biggie Smalls and see how he interacts with the world.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
See, for me, I would go with Maximum Exposure, and I would do Taylor Swift, Post Malone Weekend.
You would actually have Taylor Swift?
Dude, she's a mega bajillionaire. I mean, fucking, she packs.
I'm surprised you're gonna have. You would be on. Yeah, you would have her.
Am I gonna
in the world?
Her show? No, I'm gonna sit in the fucking back and chill. But damn, if you're talking about like getting maximum exposure and you're gonna tour with them, you might as well fucking go. Who's gonna book the whole goddamn thing out?
I feel like you'd have a nice rider backstage on that tour, 100%.
I mean, I'm just saying. So,
okay. I mean, but gosh, mine. I'm going for like Elvis and Snoop Dogg. So I need like one more extra little.
Going Snoop Dogg because you know you're gonna smoke for free every day.
No. Never.
Some cheating ass shit. All right, who's got the next choice or role?
33.
33. Best advice someone has ever given you in the music industry.
When you're writing songs are much like farts. If you have to force it, it's probably shit.
That's a good one.
Good one. Don't shit
I was told that in
yourself.
secondary school. Shout out Elliot Newman and Harry Newman.
Okay.
I think For me, it's very basic. It's just actually do your practice, because like you can do all this other stuff. You can do your content, you can do your songwriting. If you don't hammer down your craft, then there's only so far you're going to go. So it was only the recent few years that I thought, yeah, I should probably spend a good bit of time practicing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's probably the same for me.
Okay. All right. Who's got the next role or choice?
God. 53.
What is your favorite meal to cook?
Ooh. I love cooking a good chili con carne.
Okay.
That would be good.
Yeah, it's a staple every week. I'm having that every week. It's pretty easy.
My mom makes one that's fucking amazing. I love that shit.
It's a great dish. Yeah, love it.
I've actually never heard anybody call it that ever, other than my family over here in the States, because everybody tries to call it like different shit, and I've always called it chili con carne, and that's the first time I've ever heard anyone say that name ever. So that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
All right, how about the rest of y'all?
Spag bowl.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about cooking, but I'd say lasagna. Like if I'm being indulgent, spend a bit of time on it, take a few hours.
I cook a mean lasagna too. Everybody that comes over here, if you leave hungry, that's your own fault.
My staple is tacos. That's my answer for everything. It's fucking tacos.
Yeah.
You love tacos. It's been too long.
That's like a staple here. Yeah. You have like
staple in my house, I made chicken tacos last night. It's fucking tacos. I'm probably gonna make fish tacos tonight, to be honest. So, tacos and beer is like a fucking staple. You can't go wrong with tacos and beer, which goes into what is the worst food you've ever had after a show?
Worst food.
I've had some dire kebab experiences.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you guys call them over there. So like gyros or something.
Oh,
Euro.
Yeah.
Like lamb doner.
And they call them diners in Canada.
Okay. That would be bad. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they can be a bit questionable. I've had some pretty nasty McDonald's experiences though, to be fair. Like just some like chips like sand, there's some bit like it's always like petrol station food as well that's like have some like questionable grey meat balls or something for like £2 because you've spent all your money on something else.
Oh, I got a story about that.
That story.
Yeah, my gas station sushi story.
Yeah, don't eat sushi at gas station. There's other food though too. Like sometimes breakfast food, right? Like that's a good one too when you're jumping on and having that, breakfast McMuffin sandwich, whatever it is. That shit gets me every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do McDonald's breakfast sandwiches because they all over here that taste like fucking salt. Everything tastes like salt. It's like goddamn licking a fucking salt block. That's all I can taste is fucking salt.
Yeah.
10 tons of it. It's horrible. I don't do fast food at all. I do not do fast food. And if I would have known that was gas station sushi, I wouldn't have fucking ate that either.
Yeah.
Because that was a terrible.
Gas station and sushi don't seem to match in the.
No, everybody else like no.
We were on the road, and we had a blowout on our trailer, and I'm the only motherfucker in the whole damn band that knew how to change a tire. So they're like, we're hungry, and I'm like, all right, go get food. Just get me something. I don't really care. I'm not picky. Fucking just get something and bring it back. Well, the gas station we were at, there was lots of restaurants all around it within, 20, 50 feet that they could have went to. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I fixed the fucking tire. They got back. We start eating all this damn sushi to come and realize that they got it from the fucking gas station. And all of us are shitting our brains out. Literally, there's a guy shitting in the sink. There's a guy shitting in the fucking bathtub. There's one on the toilet. And one guy shitting out on the balcony in the flower pot.
No.
And we were sick as fuck. And we still had to play that night.
Ooh.
And it was horrible. It was the most horrifying experience. And I'm like, don't you ever buy gas station sushi again, or I will whoop your ass myself. This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Or
hot dogs. I'm not a big hot dog fan either when in the gas stations.
No. Hot dogs are nasty.
I mean,
all right, who's got the next roll or choice?
Let's go for a roll this time.
All righty. We are going to go with number 40. All right. Whenever you take a drink of something and you grab onto your cup, does your pinky stick out or does it go in?
Ooh. Kind of goes in, kind of lingers in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, because I'm such a weirdo and I've seen this happen. You know, it's like I do, my pinky's up. See, I don't know why my pinky's hanging out.
I think that's just a girl thing.
Spot a tea.
I think it depends how many beers I've had. If I've had a few beers, then maybe the pinky finger.
See, you gotta pull it out.
Depends
I'm
how,
more inclined to do it with left hand than right.
depends how you grip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's just too strong if I use my pinky. I gotta back out.
Yeah.
I want to use all my muscles.
This is going south really fast. All right, who's got the next roll or choice?
No.
You say 9?
Yeah.
All right. If you can have any superpower on stage, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh. See, if you didn't say on stage, it would have been flying, 100%. I don't feel like I need to fly on stage. I think that'd be quite hard. But
That'd be
on
cool.
stage, probably the superpower that I just don't sweat. Just no sweat. It's fine.
You stay nice and cool the whole
Stay
time.
nice and
That would
dry.
be
Stay nice and cool. No wrist dropping my sticks. I think that'd be perfect. Yeah.
Prince Andrew had that superpower.
I was expecting speed.
Speed. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just not the ability not to sweat.
think
I'd go something even more just being able to drink water without consequence, because I always feel like I want to drink absolute shitloads of water, but maybe that's because of the sweat. Maybe if you eliminate the sweating, I won't feel the need to drink water all the time. How am I going to lubricate my pipes? Didn't think of that, did you?
I think
No, I didn't.
Sweating will be regulating temperature, because if you can't sweat but you still get really hot, you won't cool down.
now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this. Yeah.
That's why it's a superpower.
Maybe just the ability to just create water in my mouth that hydrates me whenever I want, rather than having to bend over, unscrew a bottle, judge how much I'm glugging so they won't make me sick, and then putting the top back on and then headbanging again. It's just the fact, just spontaneous water. That's it. It's probably the most useless power outside of everything like that, but
Hey, water is pretty, forceful at times when it needs to be. It's pretty strong. So.
yeah, maybe I could shoot it out my mouth.
Right?
Do that, yeah.
That's fire.
Then I could be a vigilante.
That's called projectile vomiting.
Yeah,
I think there was a cartoon once back when I was a kid called the Garbage Pail Kids. Think one of them could do that.
Yep. They had all kinds of stuff that did that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who's got the next roll or decision?
55, please.
55. Coming right up. 3 songs on your morning playlist.
Okay.
Oh shit. Harvest Dawn from the Oblivion soundtrack.
Okay.
Awake from the Skyrim soundtrack. And see, there's a soundtrack theme here. I'm very chill in the morning. Don't really go for metal too much. And probably Down to the River by Alison Krauss from the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack.
I did
That's a
not
good one.
see that coming at all.
I'm a complex guy.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can like all kinds of music.
I did not see that coming at all whatsoever.
So,
All right, enough.
I mean, mine would probably be something from Sleep Token. We like Take Me Back to Eden. That's one I often find myself throwing on. Maybe like Object Permanence by a band called Arm's Length.
Okay.
And then, don't know, anything else. There's normally Q2 songs and then just hit shuffle for the rest of it.
I like to wake myself up in the morning, so I'll have usually like On the Verge by Throne. Then I'll have, usually we mentioned in retrospect, been spinning their track Outcast, so what's called. And then there's an absolute stonking tune that I can't stop playing called Rat in the Room by a band called Born Anew.
Okay.
So I just like to start my day off, just give it to me. Just wake me up. Let's go.
Right. Get up and go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so on that, I've got one bonus question. Then we'll kind of go into the end. We're actually going to play one of your guys' videos before we go. So give everybody out there another chance to hear that, listen to that. So my last question: if you were locked in a house for 24 hours with any horror icon, who would you be locked in that house with, and why?
I'm gonna go It, just because I feel like if he comes close, I can probably do something. I'll be all right, I reckon.
You're
Not
gonna be
underestimating, but I feel like out of them all, I think, yeah, I'd take It. He'd be all right.
You could
Hey,
have him.
get on. He's like, this shit, I'm going after him. He ain't running.
Yeah.
Is Casper the Friendly Ghost?
That's a good one. Good thought there. Good thought. Good old Casper. I
God,
didn't thought of that one. That's a good one.
you don't want to live on the edge at all.
Yeah.
I reckon Chucky. I just fucking volley the cunt after episode.
We get that one a lot. We get that one a lot.
Yeah. I would probably have to say, I was kind of thinking like something like the first Alien, something that you could like just push over that is like kind of clunky because it's from like a 60s movie. But I'm gonna move over because I've heard Lewis's answer. I'm gonna choose the Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas because guy's got some gems, you know. Could write some sick tunes.
You're like, I might hang out with him.
Yeah. Oh, why not?
See,
Reverse psychology.
For me, it was the Leprechaun. Just give him the goddamn pot of gold and fucking call it a day. Like, game over. Either that or the creature from the Black Lagoon, because it can only breathe so long out of fucking water. It's going to run out of oxygen at some point, outrun the damn thing. It's going to die.
Yeah, you're right.
Tactical.
Yeah, exactly. So where do you guys like to talk with fans? Where can they get your music? And if you guys have merch, where can they get that?
We've got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, YouTube. We've got our website. We're most active on the social media platforms. We do post like live show updates on our website. That's also where our merch is at cobermouth.uk. Or if you want a short list, it's cobermouth.uk/link, and that'll give you all the good stuff in a succinct little list. But yeah, we answer all comments on social media. We answer messages when they're nice and not abusive.
Okay.
But yeah, all our music's on the usual places as well, like Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube, all good outlets. And you can buy CDs if you want. If anyone still buys CDs out there.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. On that, we are actually going to play one of their videos right now, and then we are going to end it. So until tomorrow, yes, we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be back. So check out their music video. Go like Cober Mouth on Facebook and Twitter and all the damn good shit. Go give them a follow. And on that, we will see you guys later.
Numbers and depths of the heart, it comes and drink and look at the stop. Mercy forget, but my body rejects. I want to touch with the top of my neck. I wish for that bullshit. Now what's the water? It's ongoing body. It's walking over and out. Disengage your mind, gun. It only takes a second. Want to get to your bones. You forever need to hide your head. Not picking my side apart again and again. So, pressure just found me for the last time. Now it's my way, the highway to get your ass wet. I'll take your time right out from your tent. I'll take your fucking water blood. That's my pace. Take the minutes of the back to back. Just back. Sometimes you have to change. Go home. Shattered by the sound of bass. Taken by the medics. Trapped by tidal waves of energy. And now I can be patient. And feel me. 9 at a time. As the water flows inside the lungs of violent motion. Systemic to my will to live. Of my will to live. Let it all run dry. Cause I've been so bad now, son. What the prophet said. You fucking saw the gun but then pointed at the end. Earth where it's cold, underneath the darkness. I wouldn't